Alright, welcome back to the shop. I caught Clay working on his own project and insisted that he drag it over here and make some content for my channel. So I'm going to hand the camera over to him and he's going to explain where he's at with this edger.
Alright, so we've always kind of had one of these things floating around the yard at one point or another. As far as the different models of these things, they go on and on. The overall structure hasn't changed much, I believe, since they've begun. But the McLean edgers are pretty neat things. They, if you look on their website, they probably go for around $400 or $600 depending on the model. I got this thing for put it back in view. I got it for $25 on Facebook Marketplace with the standard description that we've all seen. Carburetor adjustment needed. So at $25, it was worth a shot to see no matter what was wrong with it. So I got it home, did a couple of the standard things, put a new diaphragm valve inside the carburetor. Went a little bit further after that. After it didn't work, taking the carb, it's got the gas tank and carburetor integrated. To find that what would be the standard be the bowl inside of any other carburetor is that inside these integrated portions. So what happened on that that you wouldn't find without further inspection is that the bowl rusted out. There are all sorts of pinholes in the thing, and it was just acting as a strainer at that point. So yeah, Joe just brought over a carb. So normally that's what we'd be looking at for an external carb. Anyhow, that's where I think I'm at on this thing. I'm hoping, given that the gas tank on this was about $60, we're gonna try to get it going. They are handy. They're not absolutely necessary machines to have, but they do a good job. And anyhow, something to mess with. So we're gonna try to get this gas tank off, trade out with the new one, put some fuel, and start her up. So you can see that thing's pretty beat up. I had tried to use a product. I think it's called Steel Stick. It's one of those two-part compounds, and just try to refresh the bowl that was down in there again. You know, all eaten up. If you got a good picture, you can see some solid holes in the bottom of that thing. But this one's going to turn into a planter, and we're gonna try something fresh to hold the gasoline. So.
Clay was working outside when I found him earlier today. Good thing we came over here. It has been just some serious weather the last couple weeks.
Alright, so it's almost back together on this thing. However, it seems to happen. It's happened twice now. 2 times I've had this damn thing apart, but the butterfly valve, this little plastic piece right here, I think I got a little bit too brutal with it the first time. There's a screw directly down in there that crosses real close to the linkage, and anyhow, I broke it off again. So we're either going to glue that together, or we're either going to glue that together, or we're just going to work without choke. So one of the two, this thing's going to start.
I used a little super glue on there to hold that together. Now we're going to use this JB Weld plastic bonder. This is excellent stuff. Alright, Clay's got her back together. I think we should probably take it outside. Smoke out the garage. Look at that, what a nice little machine. So that is just puttering right along. It really is super quiet.
So I don't think there's a whole lot more to say. Just kind of the chance you take when you go out there and buy some of these machines on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. You know, you hope that you don't find a mechanic, or you don't buy it from a mechanic that's better than you are. You hope that you get it from somebody that only knows how to put gasoline in it and can't fix anything. So anyhow, you know, I think that I lucked out on this thing. You know, basically I'm $80 into it, and anyhow, it's going to be a nice, useful little machine. You can find these in apparent working condition all over Marketplace. There's no resale value to them at all. So I wouldn't be I wouldn't put this back on there and try to sell it. I couldn't get $80 for it. But anyhow, it'll work great for what we got to do with it. And yeah, all done. Thanks for watching.
Alright, if you made it this far, please leave a comment and try to convince Clay to start his own YouTube channel too. I think he'd be great at it.